What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope you are excited today for another episode of Truly Bedrock. It's so great to have you here. I hope you are having a fantastic day and ready to do some Minecrafting again together. We're going to start out by running into our shop here amongst all the shops that have popped up over the last week or so since the last video, and we've sold both of our fishing rods. Fantastic news, 6 diamonds in the bank. Haven't put anything in there yet. Haven't sold any fish. Haven't sold any salmon. And haven't sold any Nautilus shells. That's okay, it's available for people whenever they want it. But I was notified that there might be some creepers creeping around my shop. One of the TrulyBedrock members was so kind to tell me that I might want to light it up. I don't see any. Maybe they were taken care of, but we're gonna go ahead and light up the top of the shop anyway, just to try to keep that free and clear from the, creeper visitors. We don't want any creepers in our store. They're not allowed. We had an incident in the last episode. We're not going to revisit that. But we're going to go ahead and light this up just to keep mobs off the top. And I think we're going to put in a doorway as well, just to kick off the episode. Real quick update on this project. Nothing too crazy. We're not going to do much with it. In fact, we're not going to do anything with it other than that. And we're going to move on to a brand new project for the day. So let me go get some materials for that door, and then we should be good to go. Okay, I guess it's not so much of a door as much as it is just a fence gate that we're going to put across the front of it. Easy access, easy to open, keeps the mobs out. Yeah, not too bad. I slightly moved over the entrance to our house here, this little cave, made it look a little bit more natural, but it's not quite finished yet. We're going to work on that in a later episode, because I've got some cool ideas, but that's not what we're working on today. Thought I saw a creeper down there. Guys, they're following me. They've got me on edge. I don't know what to do about the creepers. Okay, moving on. We're going to focus on our project for the day. Not the cave, but kind of the cave. We are not going to do any kind of terraforming on the inside of this today to make it look more natural. We will get to that. I know we've talked about it a few times, but today we are going to be working on our starter farms. And I don't like to be the guy that just goes and plops a dirt plot down on the ground outside, just in a random spot with a fence around it. Yeah, I like to be a little bit more creative, so we're going to do something a little bit fun with our starter farms. And if you saw my my series called Reverb Outpost, it was a single player series I had on the channel for a good part of a year. We started out that series pretty much in a cave. The whole starting house was a cave. There was no house. It was just basically like a snowy cave that was, representative of something you might find on the world of Hoth if you watch Star Wars. The series was kind of based off of that. Pretty cool. It's not going to be too much like that, but it's a similar concept where our farm is going to be inside this cave. And I'm not sure how deep this mountain goes on any given side, so we might cut through to the other side of it. Let's see. It's pretty good. Not too bad. Feels natural to walk that way. Good. I'm not sure how far this mountain goes, so we might cut to the outside of it. And if it goes to the outside of the mountain, that's totally fine with me. I'm definitely open to that. I don't have a design in mind yet. We're just going to kind of do this as we go. And somebody commented in my last video that maybe I should start working on some creative world builds again, just to kind of have an idea of what we're going to be working on, so that we don't have to make changes mid-episode. We were starting to build the barrel more circular shaped, and then it ended up being a replica of a Minecraft square kind of barrel. It's not a bad idea to do stuff in a creative testing world if you have time. Time is not something I've had much of these days. So I'm basically doing some of this on the fly as we go, just because that's the fun of it. Building stuff with your imagination, and if you make mistakes, it's okay. A lot of people don't really build, creative testing world builds before they do it in their Minecraft worlds. A lot of YouTubers do, and maybe I'll start doing that again. as we get a little bit more time, but we're just going to kind of tinker around a little bit and see what we come up with. I've got a few ideas of some things that we could try with this, but I'm just going to kind of let the build lead itself, and the terrain kind of lead some of that as well, because we don't know what we're going to be getting ourselves into here. We just got to keep digging until we find out where we want to go. And this is kind of one of those examples right now. I want to get a little bit more variance in the pathway here. I don't want it to be one straight path. It's already not a straight path because it kind of curves around a little bit, and I also want it to go down. We might take it down another tier. Not sure yet. Again, we're just kind of doing this as we go. We see how it feels, and if it feels right, that's okay. We'll do it. We'll make it look cool, make it look good. We'll keep going. Hey, that feels pretty good. I like it. I like the direction this is going. We've got our little pods already kind of carved out here where the individual crop farms are going to go. And again, these are going to be starter farms, so they're not going to be like massive or anything. We're not going to have any kind of automation yet. Maybe we will in the future. Again, just depends on how these are laid out and what we end up coming up with. This is just to get us going with a consistent source of food. As much as I love fishing, I don't always want to necessarily sit down and fish for hours, and so crops are a good way to keep things growing in the background. If I'm working over in this area on something else, we got crops growing, and if we need to in the future, we can relocate some of them to our base area as we get that started. But that is another project for another day. While we are digging this out, getting our little farming plot prepared, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about collaborations. Seems like we should do some, because this is a multiplayer series. TrulyBedrock has, I think, 15 members, something like that, myself included. And the only collaboration that we've done so far was the opening episode there. And we are 4 episodes in now. So I think it's about time to start thinking about one with somebody. Let me know in the comment section who you would like to see a collaboration with, and some suggestions for what you would like to see in said collaboration, because there's a ton of different things we could do. We could do some redstone work, we could do a prank. I have yet to fight the Ender Dragon, and a lot of people on this server have already done that. They've got Elytra, they've got shulker boxes. We're kind of behind, guys. And again, that's due to my schedule. I got a full-time job, got a family, got other things going on, and we can play as often as we can and record as often as we can, but some people have got a little bit more time than me. And hopefully we can do a little bit of catching up here, because there's shulker boxes available, I think, to buy, and maybe Elytra available to buy, so maybe we can speed that process along. But I do want to fight the dragon, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about collaborations, which maybe the dragon can be a collaboration. Maybe we can do a build. Let me know who you would love to see me do some work with. I know a few of the members on here from before I was a member. I know Daphne, I know Rogue Fox, I know Silent Whisperer a little bit, know a few others. And I think it would be fun to team up with some of them, or even to team up with some people that I don't know very well. Get to know some new people in the Minecraft community. I'd really love to hear your feedback on that, because I do value your suggestions, your comments, your concerns, your questions, anything that you have. Leave those in the comment section, and we'll be sure to take it into consideration, address it. Let me know what you guys think. Got the first plot all dug out, and we've got a bucket of water here, 2 in fact, and we're gonna go in and do the little old infinite water source trick. Skip a block, and there we go. We've got some infinite water, and I don't know why I just placed it back down there. There we go, and there we go. That should hopefully be enough to keep our dirt, soil, tilled dirt. That's what it's called. We should have enough water to keep that saturated and ready to grow some crops. So let's go ahead and till this dirt a little bit and make sure it starts soaking up that lovely water. And I think this plot right here is going to be for potatoes. I don't think I've mentioned yet. The 3 crops that we are going to grow in our starter farm are the most common. We're going to grow some potatoes, we're going to grow some carrots, and we're going to grow some wheat. Wheat is easy to get a massive amount. Oh, broke it. We gotta go make another one. Okay, wheat is easy to get a massive amount of. Potatoes are pretty easy to get a massive amount of once, you get the large farms going, and carrots are pretty easy to get a large amount of. It's just getting the first couple that's the trick. And I've already done a little bit of growing in the background. You probably just saw my inventory. I've got 10 carrots, 25 potatoes, and we've got 49 seeds. We got plenty of stuff to get us started here. And now that we've got a stone hoe, once again, we can finish off our farmland. Perfect, and it's working great, guys. You can see the darker spots there. Let's go ahead and grab our potatoes and get those planted so we can start multiplying them and getting more and more potatoes, a consistent source of food. Why did you pop out of there? Probably because there's no light down here. Another thing to consider if you're making a farm under a cave or in a mountain like we are that's not exposed to sunlight, you gotta have light. Otherwise your crops will pop out of the soil and they will despawn if you don't notice it in time, and you just lost all your crops. You don't want that to happen. Looking pretty good. Let's move on to the next module over here. This one's probably gonna be carrots. One of the unpredictable things about building in a community area is, sometimes running into this kind of stuff. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's potentially like a mob spawner or something. Nope, it's cave access. It's access to a mine for one of the other players, so we cannot use this space. Otherwise, the next time they try to jump down into their mine, they're going to hit solid ground and all their stuff's going to go flying everywhere. Probably not a good idea to do that, not being very neighborly. So, we're going to go back to the drawing board. Not quite sure what we're going to do yet, where we're going to put our farm. We've already got one of them built. This is one of those things. It's just not predictable. So, let me think about it for a minute. Good old BluJay, a lot of thinking turned into a lot of off-camera work. We went ahead and finished up. Well, not finished up. They're not done. They are far from done. But we went ahead and lined up. That's the better term. All of our farms, got them in the right place. Now we're just placing down the water. And here we go. Look, we're on the outside. That over there, again, running into community stuff. Had no idea what this was. Look at that. It's creepers. It says careful. Can we shut this door? Can we shut the trap door? It was closed until I took a peek, and I almost, exploded the 5 creepers that were in there. Okay, please. Why always with the creepers, BluJay? Oh! Did you see it pop up a little bit? Oh, that was scary. Oh, I don't know who they are, who they belong to, and why they're there in a little trap door, but that's okay. We're just gonna leave them be. Lesson learned: if you're ever playing on a multiplayer server, don't ever open trapdoors in the ground if you don't know what they are, who they belong to. You might just wind up with 5 creepers in your face. Oh, that's gonna be the thing of this season, guys. How many creepers can we run into every episode? Now for the fun part, doing a little bit of detailing. One of my favorite parts about playing Minecraft, not a big fan of, digging out massive sections of cave like we just did. It's not that fun. But the detailing, that's where it gets fun. This is what we're about to do here. And this is one of my favorite ways to design underground cave kinds of stuff with wood and fences and slabs and lots of detail. And we're making it a little bit uneven there because we want it to look like it's, supporting the weight of the roof of the cave and keeping it from collapsing in on our farm. We want it to look as realistic as possible, considering that it is a square world, and in the real world, nothing is that square all the time. But that's okay. Realism is a little bit of a thing. We've got our slabs here. This is very, very important. This was something that I had in mind from the beginning of this project. Every time I build a starter farm, up until now, I've built it in such a way that there are jump points. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you jump next to or on top of the soil there, if you accidentally land on it, then it's going to break your crops, break your land, have to get the stone hoe back out and till the soil. It's just kind of a pain. We don't want to have to do that. So this little trick here will keep us from having to do that, because every time we walk down from a half slab versus jumping off of a full block, we won't have to worry about breaking any of our precious crops if we can place down all of the half slabs correctly. There we go. Let's get back up here out of the water and finish off the little pathway, and there you go. Not too bad. We're just going to go around the border here and make it like this all the way around, because we want no jumping points from any side of our crop farm. We don't want to land on any of these crops, break them up. We want it all to be permanent, so that, oh yeah, like I just did there. See, auto jump is on. These little full blocks here. If you auto jump by accident, they just break everything. Not good. Progress update time. This is where the magic happens. We've got our brand new lanterns. I love these things. I cannot get enough of the lanterns. It's so cool. We've had torches since I can remember in the game. They've been here forever. We've had glowstone, which is kind of okay. It's fine. In certain applications, it can look cool. Sea lanterns, in my opinion, were one of the coolest lighting sources for a while, but these lanterns take the cake, especially for builds like this. Super, super cool. There are so many applications for these kinds of lanterns. Lots of fun. For example, what we're doing here is we're making it look kind of like, you know, string lights hung across the top of our farm here. If you know what string lights are, you know, these are fences. It's made out of wood, but pretend it's like a rope. And these lanterns are hanging from the ropes to light the way, keep our crops growing, and, you know, keep mobs from spawning in here, hopefully. And I love the look at it. It looks so fun and atmospheric, and exactly what I was thinking of and going for. So let's get our carrots here. The next farm in place. We've got our potatoes already, and now we've got our carrots. And the last one we gotta do is the wheat. And just in case any creepers decide to, you know, wander their way in here, we've gone ahead and made some fences for protection. Honestly, guys, it's also because of any other kind of passive mobs. Ooh, I need a log there. I'm completely out of logs. We'll have to remember to grab one in just a minute. We're probably gonna run out of fences before too long here as well, so we're gonna need that. But yeah, if any passive mobs come in here, or any like spiders or anything like that, anything that might accidentally jump on the crops, I don't know if it's possible because I have put the half slabs up. Not half slabs, just slabs. I don't think they're called half slabs. But because I've put the slabs up, there shouldn't be any jumping possible to break the crops, but you never know. So we're gonna do our best to keep everybody out of here. We don't want anybody in here bothering our stuff. The more that I look at this, the more I just love it. It's so simple, but it looks so cool. I'm really happy with this, guys. Really, really happy with it. We're all out of fences, and we're all out of wood. So we need to go down here. Probably need to make a tree farm at some point if we're going to continue to build out of wood, because this solution right here probably not going to fly for long. Oh, good. We've got one tree. I didn't see any trees when we came down. We've planted a bunch, but they just do not grow fast enough. There was a bone meal farm at one point, the skeleton farm, but now the chest is inaccessible. I don't know where it went. And I don't know how to get bones. Maybe they're in the shopping district. Maybe we'll have to check that out. Got some more fences, and hopefully this will be enough to finish off the project. There's not too many empty slots here left. There we go. Ow! Forgot. Need a log. Converted all those logs to wood planks and then into fences. Gotta go back out there. And last but not least, the last piece of the puzzle here, and then we should be done. That would have bothered me so much if we left that empty. Oh yeah, we definitely couldn't have done that. All right, we've got a ton of stuff in our inventory here, but I want to ditch some things. Let's get rid of some of the junk, at least for the moment, so that we can clear out some space, because I want to collect some of the crops that we have so far and replant them so that we've got a full load of crops in every section, all the potatoes, all the carrots, all the wheat possible, and then we will have our farm up and running, ready to go. No automation, it's all hand farming for now, and that's okay. It's part of the fun of getting started in a world. But we are almost past the getting started phase, guys. We are almost ready to get started on our main base area. Super excited about that. Got some cool ideas in mind for you. We're definitely going to get started on that soon. Hopefully a collaboration first, though. I'm running a bit short on time, but I'm tired of jumping up these little stone stairs here, so we're going to go ahead and put some half slabs. I keep saying half slabs. We're going to go ahead and put some slabs in the place here. We're not going to do any detailing on the pathway today. We'll potentially do that on a video. Maybe we'll do it off camera. You guys let me know. What do you want to see? This is just as much your series as it is mine. It is a community effort. I want to hear what you guys are interested in seeing in future videos. If you want to see me detail this, great. If not, we'll take care of it off camera and I'll show you the progress update. Or maybe we'll make it just like a small segment of a video or something like that. Let me know. I want to hear your feedback on this. But that's pretty much all we're going to do on the detailing for that today. And honestly, guys, that's about it. We are done. We are done because I am out of time and we got to get moving on to bigger, better things as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on probably the next episode relatively soon right after this so I can get a quick turnaround for you guys. We can stop the long breaks in between videos. Excited for more content, guys. I am excited that you're here. Hope you are enjoying the series. Let me know about the collaborations, who you'd love to see those with, what kind of projects you'd like to see. But for now, my name is BluJay, and I've got to fly on out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.